Okay, so welcome back to the Danger Zone podcast. I'm your host, Elbert Danger Kim, and today is a special day because we got I'm pronouncing his name wrong, is Love Dr. Danger on the podcast today. Now, Love Dr. Danger is a good friend of mine. He is also one of my clan members, so he also bears the Danger brand on somewhere on his body. I don't know where it is. Mine's on my ass. It's on my right cheek. He's never actually shown me where his Danger brand is, but you know, I just assume it's on it because he's at every single Danger meetup. So he's got to have one, and he's also got a ring. So he's definitely part of the clan. I see him at all the meetings. He was there at my initiation, and so since he's part of Clan Danger, I was like, hey, we're clan mates. You know, granted, we don't get along very much because, he has an affinity for calling me a big pussy. I don't know why. Just because, I don't know, he says I ain't got quote-unquote game, which, I don't think that's true. I definitely think I got some game. Ish. Fuck it. Whatever. He's here. He's here today. And it's going to be good. It's going to be good because it's Valentine's Day. And I thought it'd be fun to have him come on, spread his well-known knowledge of love, romance, and sex and shit to you guys out there. So I put it out on Facebook and social media that I'm going to have Love Dr. Danger on the podcast. And I had everyone write a question, or multiple questions, which is anonymous, of course, for Love Dr. Danger to answer. So let's welcome Love Dr. Danger onto the podcast right now. Oh yeah, let me get my intro right here. Okay, so Love Dr. Danger, welcome to the podcast, man. It's good to have you. It's always good to see a fellow Danger clanmate. Hey, yeah, boy. So, just so all the fans out there know your credibility, you're a doctor, right? Damn fucking right, I'm a doctor. You bet your skinny ass I'm a doctor. How you dare ask me that shit? I didn't fuck my way through community love college to be just a danger like you. A pussy like you. You know what my thesis was? I had to woo a room full of lesbians, straight men, and a llama. And just so you folks out there know, llamas spit. Okay, how about we jump into the questions? Because we have a lot of questions today. I don't want this interview going for too long because I know how you get when you get in your zone, Love Dr. Danger. So let's just get to it. How's that sound? Shit. What the fuck you think I came on this thing anyways for? Huh? Was to look at your ugly ass? It's come here to spread some fucking love, man. You think I ain't listen to your podcast? You be fucking up. Hardcore. These people need love. You're spreading some garbage and bullshit for them to listen to. It's Valentine's Day. That's V-Day. You hear me? That's short for St. Valentinus, motherfucker. You hear me? Now, I ain't want to get too technical with you, but the V does not stand for vagina. Okay? Men out there, I know you like to think that this is the day you're gonna get pussy. You ain't gonna get pussy unless you got game, alright? Your woman, she ain't just gonna hand it to you. You gotta caress. You gotta speak the right words. Not open fucking sesame. It ain't a fucking genie in a bottle. You don't just rub it and shit squirts out. It's a fucking vagina. Alright? This is the cave of wonder. If I can make this Aladdin analogy go any further. But let's dive right in, shall we? Let's dive into the questions. Now you, Mr. Danger, you sit there, you shut the fuck up. Don't say a fucking word throughout this entire thing, you hear me? Because you've been adding too much bullshit out there, okay? This is Love Dr. Danger time, alright? You ain't even fucking paying me to be here, alright? I get paid on the daily to go fuck bitches. What you know about that? So sit there, let me answer some questions, alright? I'm getting a little riled up. I'm getting way too riled up right now. Let me get cool, calm, collected, sexy for you ladies out there. And let me answer some questions for you. Oh yeah, this is question time with Love Dr. Danger. Ooh, I would have played my jazz sax right at that moment, but I left my jazz sax at home because I had to take the fucking bus here. My car's in the shop. Anyway, let's answer the first question, shall we? So, first question is, what takes a girl from being just fuckable to dateable? Alright, let's break this question down, shall we? What is fuckable? Alright, so if you a dude, I'm gonna just assume that this question was asked by a man because it's saying girl, and usually people don't use fuckable when you use a female, just from my experience. So I'm gonna answer this question in the perspective of dude. Fuckable. What is fuckable? When you look at this girl on the Richter scale, is she higher than a 3? If she's higher than a 3, then she's fuckable. And I am talking about the Richter scale because I'm saying when you look at her, do your plates shift in your pants? That's a yes. She's higher than a 3. Ladies, you might be thinking, hey, 3? That's pretty low. Well, guess what? For men, that is fuckable. Don't judge. We just got low standards for putting our dick in a female. Now, dateable. Dateable is a whole other question for me, okay? Because I don't date much. Okay, I fuck a lot, but I ain't date much. But dateable, she opens her mouth. Do you want her to shut the fuck up? That is the real question. If you want her to leave the room after you nut, then she is definitely not dateable. She's not dateable material. Now, I could go on and on about this, about craziness, but that's a whole other quagmire, and I think that's a separate question. Now, dateable is pretty fucking obvious. Do you want to sit in a room with this chick for more than 30 minutes? The answer is no? Then don't fucking date that chick. Next question. Why do you think ghosting is prominent in our generation? Now, I don't know if you know me, but my generation is the 80s, so I don't know what fucking generation you're talking about. If you're talking about that bullshit, millennial, fee, fi, fo, fum, fucking Bruno Mars generation, then yeah, ghosting is a prominent thing for you. But ironically, I ghost a lot, so I know a lot about this topic. For all you people out there, let Love Dr. Danger break down ghosting for you. Ghosting is when you be talking to some sexy ass ladies, and I mean talking to many of them, and then you just stop talking to them because you got it in. Okay? So it's like you throw out a bunch of lines on reels. Okay, this is a metaphor. I'm going to work it out for you. You throw out a bunch of lines on reels like you're fishing. You catch a fish, and you're done for the day. And you ghost, peace out. You don't burn bridges. You just ghost. You disappear like a secret agent. And then you just lay low for a bit. Heat dies down, and you send them a nice winky face 2 days later. But if she's fucking annoying as shit, maybe not at all. Now, why am I a ghost supporter? Because I'll admit, I do happen to have at least 30 chat bubbles open at one time. Fuck, I'm using like 3 different apps on my phone right now to chat up the honeys, you know what I'm saying? So, ghosting happens, man. Ghosting happens. Look at your generation of fucking Nintendos and fucking iPhones and shit. I still use a burner phone when I talk to girls. I don't want them to track me. Oh, hey, Love Dr. Danger, you the daddy. Oh, I'm sorry, bitch. That's my old phone. You ain't gonna find me. That's being smart. That's being smart, son. That's how you do it. That's how you ghost, and that's how you play it safe, man. Because I ain't about to do that for fucking 18 years. You hear me? I ain't about to do that shit. What the fuck is this question asking? Oh yeah, why can't we just say we aren't interested? Because, bitch, that takes so much more effort than just disappearing like a ninja. Alright? We in the Danger Clan know plenty about ghosting because we had to ghost all the time. Isn't that fucking right, Mr. Danger?
Yeah, dude, like I do.
Shut the fuck up and sit there. Did I say you could talk? Shut the fuck up.
You just ask me.
Now let me answer the next question. What was your worst first date or any date experience? This is a fucking stupid question. I ain't even gonna acknowledge it because guess what? Who the fuck you talking to? This is Love Dr. Danger. Love Dr. Danger. Okay? I'm talking PhD and fucking. I ain't disappointed a girl ever. The first time I had sex, I made that bitch die. Okay, it's a little bit of exaggeration. I have had some bad dates. Mainly when the girl has me pay for all that shit, man. Fuck. Like, I ain't got it like that. I ain't got it like that. You know, I might have a PhD in lovemaking, but guess what? If I were a girl, it'd be a lot easier to get clients. I have to talk my way into it. You know, I can't just show up. I ain't that sexy. I ain't got it like that either. I have to talk to you to get you in the nether regions with me. You hear me? So, yeah, that can get annoying. I gotta pay for all that shit. You know, when you get that high class dame you met at the club and you told her that you're a fucking rapper, and then she expects that type of lifestyle, and you're like, fuck, what have I got myself into? The web of lies and deception is eventually gonna collapse on you when your fucking credit card is at its max. Okay, you're maxed out. It's a fucking bad time. I wouldn't say that's a bad date. I would say that's poor lifestyle decisions and, you know, not being real and upfront with the girl. But guess what? Sometimes you guys gotta tell a little bit of white lies. Yeah, you know, fuck it. It's coming from me, Love Doctor. You gotta trust me on this, okay? Sometimes we all lie. And ladies, you do it too, so don't even fucking give me that shit right now, okay? We all tell little white lies to make ourselves look better on a first time meeting basis, okay? So don't judge me, and certainly not you, Mr. Danger. I see your fucking eyes over there. Look away.
What? I'm not even doing anything, man.
The fuck away.
Okay.
Let me answer the next question. All right. So this question is, for long-term couples, should extravagant presents be given on Valentine's Day? Whew. Okay, well, I'm not the right person to ask, because honestly, I ain't never been in a relationship for longer than 2 months, okay? So 2 months, fuck, actually, no, scratch that, 2 weeks. I ain't never been with a woman for longer than 2 weeks. So, anything longer than that, yeah, you got yourself a long-term relationship. Congratulations, honcho. You got a girl, you put a ring on that shit. Respect. Mad respect. You can settle down, you got a woman. Now, in terms of gifts, I really don't know what I would give to a woman other than my presence and my dick. But when you're asking yourself, how much is this woman worth to me? It ain't about the money, son. It's about the low-key gestures. It's about the surprises. Alright? Are you jumping into the shower with this bitch? Are you respecting this bitch? If you're answering yes to these questions, then you're good, son. That girl, if she is only caring about the fucking flowers, the chocolates, guess what, girl? Those flowers will die. That chocolate will make you fat and unfuckable. So you should be appreciating the low-key gestures by your man. And vice versa. Women, we men are very simple. On Valentine's Day, we couldn't give a fuck if you got us a gift, as long as you give us some pussy. You understand? Some people might say that's fucking sexist. Well, guess what? I'm talking in the perspective of a man. That is true. We men just want to make sure that if we swipe the credit card, we also get to swipe our dick between your ass cheeks. It's as simple as that. I ain't sexist. I'm just a doctor. Okay, next fucking question. What are your thoughts on hookup culture today? I don't really know how hookup culture has changed. I feel like everybody just be fucking since day one till now. Just on more comfortable surfaces than back then in the prehistoric time. But hookup culture is what the fuck it is. Hookup culture. You know what hookup culture is? Hookup culture is a bunch of whiny motherfuckers fucking each other, not wanting any real ties with one another, but then complaining and whining that they ain't got a fucking significant other, or they ain't got a man, or they ain't got a woman, they ain't got no one to hug them at night, when the only thing they're looking for is XYZ and someone to fuck. Now, also, where are you meeting these people? Are you meeting them at the bar? Are you meeting them at the fucking club? Because I got news for you. If those are the locations you are meeting your prospective man, woman, or child, fuck, hold up. I didn't mean to throw child in there. If you just meet people at the club or at a bar, it's the wrong location. Because people always looking to fuck, okay? No, ain't nobody looking to get them, man. That shit only happens in movies, okay? That ain't happening in real life. Who the fuck who goes to the club and they're like, yeah, I got my Gucci shoes on and my fucking chains and I'm about to wife this bitch. No, it's like, yeah, I feel like a fucking rock star today. I had way too many shots of Jaeger and I'm gonna fuck this bitch in the bathroom stall and never see her again. That is the mindset pretty much everybody has at the club. Now, that is hookup culture. That is hookup culture. And if alcohol has been involved in that meetup, let's get real. You have a 95% chance that they are gonna ghost on your ass. I speak from personal experience, right? I fucked many bitches, bathroom stalls, never called them again. Burned that phone. No way to contact me. I ain't got a Facebook. What the fuck is that? It's not my generation. Fuck. Alright. Alright. Next question. Should I buy 2 toilets because my pee splits after I bang someone? You know, that's actually a good question. I ask myself that a lot because it's very annoying. Ladies, if you don't know, men, when we ejaculate, some of that semen stays in our penis. Now, don't let me get too technical, but it's the tube within the penis still has some of that semen. Now then we're like, oh fuck, I gotta pee now. So we get up and we walk all shamefully naked to the bathroom while you're definitely looking at our fucking skinny ass and our skinny legs too, because we skipped leg day. And we walk to the bathroom and then we pee, but we always forget that we just fucked and that we just nutted and there's semen inside the tube in the penis. And then all that fucking spray is like when you have a garden hose on the floor and then you turn that shit on and you're not holding on to it. That's basically what happens to your dick, to a man's dick, when he tries to pee right after he nutted. It just goes fucking everywhere. It goes over the seat, the fucking nice shower curtains if you can afford that, because I ain't got it like that. You got shower curtains because all of the shower curtains on the floor, it's on your legs. Fuck. Not to mention, if you're out of toilet paper at that exact moment, you gotta use your hand. You gotta use your fucking hand, go to the sink, wipe it all off, use a towel if you have a towel. Sometimes I'm at the girl's place and I just use a towel and fucking toothbrush to wipe that and clean that shit up. I don't even say anything. It's fucking annoying. But I don't really see what you could do if you're at somebody else's place. You just gotta be resourceful, I guess, you know. But if you got it like that, yeah, you should get yourself a second toilet, man. Fuck. You know what I was thinking? I was thinking maybe you could just have a fucking toilet cover. Just like at the mall where you just don't want to put your ass where other asses have been. Because it's fucking weird, nasty, and fucking disgusting knowing that a bunch of assholes have been on there. So you put down that wax sheet that also resembles the stuff that you wipe oil off of your face with. That Neutrogena sells. I know, you gotta take care of your face if you want to fuck, you hear what I'm saying? So, if you got all that shit, you got that money, might as well buy one of those. Maybe a second toilet. That would be baller as shit. Can you imagine pushing a button and have that toilet come out? And then you just shit and piss on that toilet. And then you push the button again, it goes away. That's some James Bond fucking shit. That's Love Dr. Danger level shit. If I had it like that. Which I don't have it like that. Okay? So next question. Okay, I lost my place here. How do you truly know if you are over someone? Alright, here we go. So, you want to know if you're over someone, alright? I'm going to teach you a technique that I learned very early on when I was a young pupil in my Love Doctor days, okay? Bitches are bitches, right? As they say, I got 99 problems, and bitches sometimes are one. So if you got a bitch in your life who just hurt you real hard, you gave him your heart, you gave him your dick, and they just threw that shit at your face and said, fuck you, motherfucker, you ain't good enough. And then you crawl into your cave of loneliness and heartache, and you stay there and you cry and you look up in the sky and you're like, what is love? What is life? Is it even worth living anymore? I should just end myself right now. And then you try to wrap a hose around your neck and try to put it over the shower curtain, and you realize it's not strong enough and you just end up falling into the bathtub. I speak from personal experience. Now, if you ever end up in a situation like that, you have to find a reason to get over her. A reason. And the reason is something you create. Alright, you hear me? You create this reason. You have to make yourself get over this bitch. And I found out a technique that I've been trying to tell you right now. It's been taking me a while. This technique, now I'm telling you, it is a dangerous technique. You should only use it sparingly, so don't get your heart broken too much, alright, player? You have to protect yourself and your heart. Now, I will say, the first time is the deepest. Always. But you can minimize the pain, and you can get over her. Motherfucker, I guarantee it. What you do, hardcore masturbation to their picture. And I ain't talking about just masturbation for pleasure. I mean, you masturbate while making eye contact. Get a nice picture. Not get a selfie. Get something like that. Get a selfie. Just stare that bitch in the face. Or if you're a girl, just fucking rub that shit and stare that man in the face. And I'm not talking about pleasurefully. I mean angrily. I want every time you come during that masturbation fest, I want you to be angry. This is like the minute of hate that you find in that book 1984. It's that same shit. You just train yourself to fucking hate this motherfucker that hurt you. You hear me? Girl, you can rub that shit out. Boy, you can rub that shit out too. You hear me? All that heartache, just rub it out. Before you know it, next time you see your ex, you might not want to see your ex because all that hate has been programmed in you like a pit bull who's been trained to fucking fight in the arena to death like a gladiator. That's you now. So you'll unconsciously just go straight for the jugular the next time you see your ex. So if your ex happens to be in your friend group, I would say steer yourself away from this technique because you might kill a motherfucker. You hear me? Alright. Next question. Where was I at? Okay. Why is your name Danger? Fuck, I can't tell you that. It's like rule number 1 of Clan Danger. Isn't that right, Mr. Danger? Mr. Danger Kim over there.
Yeah, we can't talk about that shit.
I didn't tell you to fucking talk, did I? You did? Oh, I did? Okay, well, shut the fuck up now, okay? Yeah, we can't fucking tell you why we're named Danger, okay? It's just not a thing we're allowed to do. We can't do that shit, alright? Now, you might think that, if you're really dangerous, you repping the name Danger, you wouldn't give a shit about the consequences. But guess what? If you're part of Clan Danger, there's some bomb-ass fucking summer events that they invite you to. And that shit's pro bono. I ain't got it like that. Have you ever been to Disney World? Fucking Disney World is the best, son. I go to Disney World, sadly with this pussy over there.
Hey,
but
man.
we have a good time. It's all because we rep the Danger name. But the Danger name is earned. You gotta earn that shit. Like I earned and learned my love degree. My PhD in love. Alright, next question, because that really it wasn't really a question about love. Why are some people into ass play? Why is the world round? Why does the sun go down? Why do people think bacon tastes good? What kind of fucking question is this? If you appreciate the ass, if you a dude or another dude who is gay, what more is there to say? It's the fucking ass. It's the forbidden fruit. Why did Eve eat that shit? Because it tastes fucking good. Now, I hear you motherfuckers out there right now saying, ew, Love Dr. Danger, you like the ass, you lick ass, you put your dick in ass, that's fucking gross. Let me tell you, you some close-minded fucks out there, alright? Now that's part of the Love Doctor way, alright? I gotta break down barriers that you have unconsciously built up in your mind to open you up to some ass play, okay? How many times are you gonna take it in the vagina, okay? it's gonna get old eventually. And then you open it up to ass play. There you go. There you go. You've just traveled from one continent to another. Not even. It's like going from one planet to another planet. And then you get to have ass play for days, man. You can't appreciate the ass without going in there. What kind of player are you? Can't do that shit. Get the fuck out of my face. If you ain't ready to do ass play, you ain't ready for sex in general, okay? Just keep rubbing it out in your room. Fucking look at fucking anal scenes on Pornhub or fucking shit like that and just say, ew, gross. You know when you see that shit, you want it. So don't even give me that shit and lie to me right here on air. I ain't gonna do that. Everybody loves ass play. What kind of fucking stupid question is that? Next question. How do you recreate an Eternal Sunshine of the Spotless Mind moment without the fancy equipment? How long has it been since I watched that fucking movie? It is one of my fucking favorite movies. You know, you might be saying, Dr. Love, wow, you watch rom-coms. It's not actually a rom-com. It's a pretty dramatic movie about erasing your memories and then finding true love. And it's got Kate Winslet in it, and I fucks with that, you hear me? So, how do you recreate that shit? You be romantic as a fuck. You be romantic. How do you be romantic, Dr. Love? Love Dr. Danger? I like to switch my name up and shit, you know? How do you do that? Well, you came to the right man. Right man. It always depends on how much effort you put. You know what? You know that question earlier? Where it's like, what gifts should we be given on Valentine's Day? Well, it's the same thing. How much effort you put in to surprise your significant other. Significant other being someone you've been fucking for more than 2 weeks and that you can stand their yapping. If you can do all those things, then maybe you want to show them a romantic gesture that shows that you give a fuck. And by doing so, you avoid the cliches. Avoid at all costs the fucking cliches. Because if your girl or your man is into that shit in the first place, they're lame as fuck and you should go find a new man or woman because that is just stupid as shit, okay? Oh my god. Yeah, that bitch, she made me a sandwich and said, you know what, today I'm just gonna suck your penis. Actually, that sounds pretty good, but that's cliche as fuck. Come on. Really? Really? Gonna do that stupid shit? And you know what? I hate the fucking internet too. You know why? Because they destroyed some things that were fantasies for me. And now they're just cliche because people be doing it all the time. Like when your girl leaves you a note with a fucking Nerf gun and says, hey, I'm hiding in the house, shoot me with a Nerf gun. You know how much I loved Nerf when I was a little boy? I love Nerf so fucking much. And to share that with my significant other, fuck the internet. Fuck that shit and destroy my dreams. Fuck it. They destroyed what could have been a special moment for me because they had to make it mainstream and cliche as fuck. That's fuck it, man. I'm so fucking pissed. Aren't you fucking pissed about that, Mr. Danger? Shut the fuck up, man. Jesus, dude, fuck, you're pissing me off.
Why do you talk like that? You're Asian.
Oh, I gotta calm down. And for guys to girls, you know, you're just gonna buy them a piece of jewelry. You're just gonna take them out and put them in a public spot and then say, baby, I love you. Fuck that shit. However, I will say one thing. Kissing women in the rain is romantic as fuck. One, because why the fuck you in the rain? You get caught in the rain? You get caught in the rain? You make it seem like an accident, right? You make it seem like, oh, what we doing right now? Oh, I didn't know it was gonna rain. I didn't have an umbrella. Whoopsie. I thought it was just gloomy outside. Now, you make them think that, but in reality, you actually look up the precipitation chance. If it's 70 and up, you good, player. You good. Take her out there. Hope to God it rains. And as soon as that shit starts coming down, you look her in the face and you kiss her. You give her that sloppy fucking tongue action. And you make her feel the heat. She gonna be cold. She gonna be shivering like, oh man, I'm cold. You hug that bitch and you show her you care. In that moment, she's yours. You're welcome That's advice from Dr. Love. Danger. I prefer love over danger because I've got plenty of dudes around me named Danger. Alright, next question. What guys are thinking up to the moment when they go and talk to a girl? It's pretty fucking obvious. I want to put my dick in this bitch, and how do I not come off as a complete fucking retard when I talk to her? Let me tell you, fellas, if that's what's in your mind, you're already setting yourself up to fail. Because honestly, if you're thinking that, then you're gonna fail. You gotta think about the outcome that you want. Okay? What you should be thinking, fellas, is why does this bitch have the right to talk to me? Maybe she ain't cool. Maybe she ain't shit. Maybe I don't want to talk to her. I definitely do want to put my penis in her, so that's why I'm walking up to her. But why do you always gotta start with one leg down, man? I don't even know if that makes sense. I mean, one peg below her. Why you gotta put her on that pedestal? Yeah, she looked fine, but let's be real. She's probably not that interested. It's just a fact, you know. There's that ratio going on between looks and personality, and if she's got way too much looks, just walk up with that mindset that she's probably not that interested. And you might be out there going, "Oh my God, Love Dr. Danger, that's fucking sexist." Well, guess what? In that certain scenario, it's okay because you put your standards and your expectations low, and then you give them the opportunity to surprise you. You shouldn't judge them at first, but it allows you to walk up confidently and also to be surprised at the fact that she's got a personality if she's a hot bitch, which rarely happens. Next question. What's the fuck? This isn't even in English. What does it mean to fall in love with someone? Why would you fall in love with someone? How am I still single as fuck? Well, that just seems like a cry for help. And I'm glad you came to the right man. Love Dr. Danger is here for you. Androgynous person who definitely did not get it in on Valentine's Day. Let me help you out with that right now. Why do you want to fall in love? That's a good question, considering the fact that so many people fall out of love, so many people get their hearts broken, so many people swear off of it after so many times getting fucked over by the opposite sex or the same sex over sex. It's like, why is this even worth it? Why am I putting myself through this shit? Well, let me tell you, Love Dr. Danger's gonna tell you right now. It's because the world revolves around love. As fucking stupid and meta as that sounds, it revolves around love. If you ain't got love, if you don't have the prospect of finding that one, why the fuck you alive? You might say, "Oh, Love Dr. Danger, it's because I got goals and shit, and I have fucking dreams and aspirations." Well, motherfucker, if you ain't got no one to share that shit with, what's the point? You think your friends are all gonna be around you when you're 35? Your friends are gonna be married. They're gonna have that significant other, and you're gonna be sitting there with your nice job and your jet and your fucking big bank account and your freedom and your no liability and no accountability to nobody, and you get to just go around and see other people's kids and get the fulfillment of that, and then also find love in all the weird, strange places, but physically, and you feel hollow inside, but you still have all this freedom in life, and you get to make all the decisions you want to fucking make in life without having to answer to nobody, and you have no one with you. Okay, so I just basically spelled out the life of a bachelor or spinster, and if that sounds like what you want, then yeah, there's no fucking point about falling in love. You don't have to do that shit. I certainly haven't. I'm the love doctor. I study love. Doesn't mean I'm fucking gonna go put myself through it. It's fucking suicide, man. The hell would I do that for? That's masochistic. I'd rather just fuck. If you haven't gotten that impression from me already, that's all I like to do. I like playing. I don't play games, okay? I like to play hide the yardstick and squeezing them cheeks. That's what I'm into, man. What the fuck? All this love shit. I ain't gonna be a part of that. You can if you want to. If that description was for you, go for the love. If not, do what I do. Ghost. Okay. Next question. We're gonna wrap this up. We only got a couple questions left. How long into a relationship that's going well should one wait to say I love you? It's a good question. I love you. Those 3 words are potent enough to make someone stay with you for life, or those 3 words are potent enough to make people run the fuck away from you because they think you're a crazy bitch or crazy dude or just crazy in general for throwing out those 3 fucking words. I love you. What the fuck is so scary about those 3 words? You know what those 3 words represent and why people get so sad and defensive about it? It's because I love you represents in their mind, 1, betrayal, because they've heard that shit so many times from players, from dames who pretend they love you and they take your bank account and shit and leave you for another guy who plays basketball way better, or another guy who's got it like that, he's got a fucking Ferrari. If you like the fucking Ferrari, you go dig it, bitch. Go fuck the Ferrari then, you fucking bitch. What was I saying? Yeah, you got people who got betrayed by that shit. I don't know if I've ever been, but you know, I know people, okay? It happens like that. I would know. I've studied this shit. Now, they can get betrayed by those words. Also, those words remind them of what a monogamous relationship means. It means you are, if you're talking about the generation right now you're in, they're talking to you, that same generation as Mr. Danger Kim fuck over there, dude, then you're talking about you're in your 20s. You're in your 20s, you're in your 30s. What does this mean? If they say I love you, you're basically thinking about the monogamous relationship. What is the monogamous relationship? It is quite the quandary. You have to stay with this person for the rest of your fucking life. It will be spelled out from this point on. I love you, meaning you stay with me until you die, I die, or I break your heart or you break my heart. Either way, we are going all in. This is like poker right here. It's like someone just going all in with the chips and being like, you wanna ante up? You wanna go? You love me too, motherfucker? Take this gigantic fucking risk with me right now. Because guess what? We hardcore, we going in. Now, why would you want to do this? I don't know. Because love is love, man. It's just simple as that. It's deep. I know. But love is love. And people need it. Okay? Unless you want to be a fucking lonely ass bitch for the rest of your life, you're going to want to have someone there to love. Now, if you're going to drop this, I love you, make sure that you desensitize them to the words, okay? This is another technique. Just like the angry masturbation technique I taught you earlier, this one will help you if you want to drop the words, but lessen the effect of it. Now, what you do is you find random moments throughout the day where you say something completely innocuous, and then you just drop I love you really fast at the end of it. For example, hey, babe, would you like to go watch a concert? It is Macklemore. I know you love Macklemore, babe. I love you. And she will be like, oh my god, thank you so much. And completely disregard the fact that you said, I love you. Now you keep doing that with nice kind gestures, and eventually it will just become part of your vocabulary. And then you hold that person. I'm gonna talk like I'm gonna talk to the fellas right now, okay? You hold that bitch. Finally, after weeks of doing this, you look her straight in the eyes, and you say to her eyes, "I love you." And I'll tell you right there, she's gonna melt. It's gonna all sink in. All those I love yous you dropped over the past couple weeks will finally sink in and either make her lose her mind, or 2, she will love you. If she already loved you. But fuck it. It's not what you asked me. You asked me, when should you say it? Basically telling you the technique is saying it 3 times, for 3 weeks after innocuous statements, and then you'll be fine, okay? Okay, next question. I gotta hurry this shit up. We're running out of time. Not because you said Mr. Danger fucking Kim, because I gotta go. Okay, I got bitches to see and classes to teach. Alright, class is in session right now.
Hey, you mind if I?
Fuck you interrupt me for?
Well, Is it cool if I answer a question and close out the show?
You? The fuck makes you think you qualified to answer any of these? You know Valentine having, dry hump chafing, you torn and chilling, left-handed stronger, 3-inch extending, Drake blasting anti-fuck?
What the fuck, man?
My bad, man. My bad. Seriously, my bad. I crossed the line there. You go ahead. You go ahead and answer one of them questions. This is your show. I forgot. This is your show. You do your thing. Okay, well, I guess I'm gonna answer a question. I know Love Dr. Danger was doing a pretty good job, but fuck, let me try and figure this shit out too. This is my show too. I'm sick of sitting in the corner and having you bitch at me.
The fuck you say?
Yeah. Okay, just
No, seriously, what the fuck you say?
Why the fuck you talk like this, man? Like,
why you talk like a little bitch?
You talk like that. You're Asian too, man. What the fuck you talking like that for?
What the fuck you said? What you trying to talk about me for?
Okay, that's not important. Okay, whatever. Let me just answer this question. This question is, do you think there can be a solution to our de-romanticized generation now and to come? That's a good question. So this person's finally realized that our generation is become super unromantic, very unsexy. And if I have to give any advice about that, it would just be, keep it simple. Just keep it fucking simple, man. Like, I feel like nowadays things get too complicated. You got Cosmo giving you 15 reasons you should be in a relationship or how to be in a relationship. It's really quite simple. It's just a couple things. You want to be with somebody that you like being around, someone that you're attracted to, and you want to be with somebody who you're going to like their flaws. You're going to like their flaws and everything about them, and the same thing goes for them, for you. And someone who's going to make you into a better version of yourself and vice versa, right? Everything goes both ways. If those things all pretty much go the way you want it to go, it should just be alright. But our generation adds more shit to it. You got Tinder swipes. You got all this type of texting and bullshit that goes on top of it. Should you text first? Should you not text first? You got game. I know Dr. Love Danger has been spitting game at you, but that stuff just kind of makes it. Yeah, I'm sorry. Yeah, it does game? It makes it more complicated, man. It makes it more complicated than it should be. Do you like her? Does she like you? You should just call her and ask her out on a date. Get to know her in person. Buy her a drink. If she doesn't drink, take her somewhere else. Have a nice walk. Get to talking. If you can talk to this girl or you can talk to this guy about pretty much anything, then I'm telling you, that's it right there. Romantic gestures, sure, they're good. You want to make the other person know that you give a shit. Just like Love Dr. Danger said. Make them know that you care. As long as they know that you care and that you're trying and putting an effort to better yourself and be the best version of yourself and also be the person that they fell in love with, then they will do the same for you. And if they don't, then it's not going to work out. And if you don't do the same for them, it's not going to work out. Romance is romance, man, but it's not that simple. I mean, it's not that complicated. It's simple. Come on, guys. Fuck. Yo, man, that is the stupidest fucking shit I've ever heard. Okay, man, whatever. Fuck it. Alright. I'm not you, okay? I don't have a PhD in fucking, alright? It's because you a pussy. Yeah, okay. Alright, whatever. I'm going to close out the show. It was great having you, Love Dr. Danger. I will see you at the next Danger Clan meetup. And if all you people out there are wondering how do you become part of Clan Danger, you pretty much be a bad motherfucker and we'll come contact you. I'm a new initiate, so I wouldn't be the one handing out the Danger nominations, but, just be dangerous, my friends, and maybe we might contact you. You might be part of Clan Danger in the future. Get to hang out with us and go to Disney World and shit. Okay, so I'm going to do the plug. End the show with the plug. So this is the Danger Zone podcast. This is the Valentine's Day special. Give it up for Love Dr. Danger.
Thank you,
the first time on the show, maybe his last. Who knows if he wants to come back. You want to come back?
Fuck no, not with you.
That's what I thought. Anyways, yeah. Talk about the Danger Zone podcast. If you liked this episode, give it a share, give it a like, say something. If you liked the episode, contact me. Let me know. If you didn't like it, contact me. Let me know. And thank you to everybody who contributed questions for today's podcast episode. I really appreciate it. Honestly, I know it was very last minute, but it was really nice seeing what kind of questions you guys came up with, and it was quite creative. It was all over the place. And I hope your answers were half answered. by Love Dr. Danger.
You mean full
okay,
answered.
okay,
Fully
yeah.
answered. I answered that
or
shit.
fully answered, whatever.
You
the
added
fuck,
nothing.
yeah. Have a nice day. Peace.